What?
Oh my God. Yep.
What in a lot of ways? What are we doing here? What is this episode about? A lot of whats are flying.
A lot of whats.
A lot of whats. But welcome to the first episode of a brand new bonus. Let's call these bonus episodes.
Bonus episode called...
We don't know what the name is, so here's a blank space that I'm going to record the name that we settle on later. Confection Connection. What a good name we finally came up with.
You cracked it.
Yeah.
That is...
We finally cracked. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were up all night, but we finally did it.
And don't try stealing it because we did already register with the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
We made sure.
And they said no, but we tried. So think about that.
They took our money, but so it
processed
counts.
anything, yeah.
It counts in a civil suit.
We sent a letter to ourselves.
Yeah,
Exactly.
self-addressed stamped envelope. It works. So don't even try it. But what a good name. Confection Connection is. Okay, so let's explain what these are going to be. We wanted to take this show on the road, virtual. Oh, that's a better name. So we wanted to highlight local candy stores around the country, nay, the world.
Oh.
So for these ones, we will have a different candy store. Sometimes we're working with them, sometimes we're not. Sometimes they refuse to work with us.
Sometimes they're part of United Nations, and we can't tolerate them.
Some of these candy shops have joined NATO. We don't.
Yeah, NATO. That's what I was trying to come up with.
Yeah. We can't tolerate those people in the United Nations. Yeah, so we'll give the history of these places and try their signature items. So this isn't going to be like, oh, this 7-Eleven's good. They have really fresh Snickers. Like these are things that are made. These are the specialties of these places that you should go visit to if you're in one of these towns. So the first one that we have here is a place called Sweet Pete's Candy. And this one, actually, they sent these to us. They
Thank you, Sweet Pete's.
Amazing.
And I warned them. I said, we are not going to hold any punches because we
have integrity?
Violent. We have integrity. We have violent tendencies. And we like to be mean. But they sent us, because they have one signature candy, but they sent us five different things for us to try on top of, in addition to that. So let's get into the history of Sweet Pete's Candy. Why waste any more time?
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
You've heard of Cuban Pete. You've watched The Adventures of Pete and Pete. But now we're here to highlight a store called Sweet Pete.
My favorite.
Sweet Pete's Candy is located. We're going to downtown Jacksonville, Florida. Yeehaw. Not aloha. They don't say aloha.
No, they don't. They really don't.
Reverse aloha. Yeah. So it was started by Sweet Pete. That's his nickname. Well, Pete isn't, but Sweet is his nickname. Sweet Pete Behringer and his wife, Allison. Oh, she's sweet too. I'll call her sweet.
Yeah.
Pete was born into the noble Peterbrook chocolatier chocolate-making family and worked in the family business himself as a candy maker until the 2008 recession hit, and to stay afloat had to take in new business partners who eventually took the business for themselves, and Pete was forced out and started working in his sister's franchise location by day while crafting his own mad scientist recipes by night.
Yeah, hostile takeover.
Hostile takeover.
All's fair and
chocolate and all's fair in chocolate and the 2008 recession, I guess. But yeah, this is because we've talked about they didn't have the stock market crash, the Great Depression, the war hit, and out of necessity, these new things pop up.
Yeah.
So he and Allison started promoting his new concoctions on social media, and by 2010 had drummed up enough interest that they were able to open up their own store in the prime location of inside a 100-year-old house in a suburb north of Jacksonville.
Wow.
That is all the words I like.
But here was the challenge. How do you get people to come into your candy store that's in the middle of a residential neighborhood? Like it wasn't people just lived there. They were in a house in the middle of a street.
they must have different zoning laws out there.
Anything goes in Florida. So the answer, you go absolutely crazy. They started decorating the house with total whimsy and colors everywhere. They called it the Candy Mansion. And in addition to their literally homemade candy, they offered candy classes and interactive events and turned it into a location people would travel to go to. Like you had to draw people in because of your location.
Smart.
However, in 2013, their business partner wanted to take things in a different direction than they wanted to. So they went on the TV show The Prophet in 2014, and they invested into the company and bought out the other partner, which gave them the boost they needed to move into their current location in downtown Jacksonville. But not only did they maintain their signature whimsy, they also moved into another historic old house. This time, it was the 30,000 square foot, 3-story former location of the Seminole Club, which was the oldest men's club in Jacksonville and the 7th oldest of its type in the whole United States.
Wow.
So the building was built, that they're still in this building. It was built in 1903, with the 3rd floor being added in 1907, rumored to have been a bordello for the gentlemen.
We know how to keep a secret.
What's that 3rd floor? That's roof, big roof.
Big roof. Big noisy, creaky roof.
Yeah. We call that a Jacksonville 2nd story. So visitors to the club, I can't attest whether these men went to the 3rd floor. The Jacksonville.
They all left happy though.
Much better mood. That candy's real good.
Yeah, they didn't have candy back then, but people were really happy to be there. So some of the people who came to this place, Teddy Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower, and JFK, which I could believe JFK.
All right.
He's a 3rd floor kind of guy.
Well, they also have candy here too.
I love Jacksonville.
If I'm elected president, every house will have a 3rd floor. So this club closed in 1990, but Sweet Pete's sounds like a much more fun place to be unless you're on the 3rd floor. Oh boy, hubba. So they offer candy making classes, field trips, birthday parties, and other events. They have a dessert bar and a full service restaurant that serves alcohol in this house.
What?
Everything.
This is a destination.
This is a destination. Their candy kitchen is gluten-free and also offer many vegan products amongst their over 1,000 different types of candy they sell, including their number one seller, sea salt caramels, which they make about 200,000 pounds of a year. That's one of the ones we have. They are the largest candy store in the Southeast and quite possibly the entire United States. It might be the biggest candy store.
Wow.
You can find them on Facebook.com/SweetPete's, Instagram and TikTok, Sweet Pete's Candy, and their website, sweetpetescandy.com. Okay, so they sent us thanks to Tammy, who works there.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
What we have to try today So we have their favorite. Their sea salt caramels. They have their butter crunch, which I was telling you is like their version of a Butterfinger.
Okay.
And that's also Tammy's favorite. We also have peanut butter meltaways and chocolate covered popcorn and pecan clusters, chocolate pecan clusters. So So now let's be absolutely brutal in our opinions about what this very nice person so generously sent to us for free.
And thank you again for sending that to us. We really appreciate it.
It really does seem like a reason to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Like I want to take a candy class there. I'll see you. Meet me on the 3rd floor. So let's start with the sea salt caramel.
Let's do it.
To be quite honest, this is the one, because I'm not a huge caramel fan.
That's right.
This is the one I'm least looking forward to, but they are so...
Oh, wow.
Like I can't deny a place's signature item. Like it's got to be, even if it's something I hate, it's gotta be.
And you're saying your signature item is a handful of poop? I have to try it.
Well, it's signature. Okay, so I've got my signature sea salt caramel.
Beautifully wrapped. Reminds me of a Tootsie Roll.
It does.
Yeah.
Hopefully better. But the packaging is really fun and like it's really nice packaging.
Great graphic design stuff on here. The little lollipops with the swirls on the side, and it got a little bit of I don't know what the word is.
Confetti?
Yeah, there's a little confetti. On the
yeah, these are really cute. Like this would be
great packaging.
A good gift set to get to people.
Yeah, just graphics wise, it's a great box.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna unwrap my signature sea salt caramel.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't stick at all.
Twist.
No, it doesn't. Wow. That came off super easy.
Yeah. This it smells like
caramel.
It smells like caramel.
Yeah.
It smells buttery. It smells very buttery caramel, doesn't it?
I love caramel, so this is going to be...
I love caramel too.
You both love caramel. And I don't know. I like the caramel inside of a Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
This is a more chewy caramel. That's a more lush, liquidy.
Yeah, this is the caramel that's its own destination.
Well, and it has a form, but it
it's malleable.
Oh, yeah, it's malleable.
It's malleable.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's make sculptures.
Oh, little fruits.
Yeah, little fruits. I'm going to make an apple.
Third floor?
We have 3 of them right here. Who gets the 3rd floor? Mine's shaped like JFK.
I'm going to take a bite.
All right, let's bite.
I just got to do the whole thing.
I'm going half. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That is so soft.
Fluffy, pillowy.
Yeah. That is
Holy
good.
crap.
Oh, I wanted to not like it. I wanted to be like, but no, this is delicious.
This is kind of more leaning towards butterscotch.
Yeah.
Like the butterscotch portion of caramel.
I could see that.
This is maybe the softest and butteriest caramel I've ever had.
Yeah, that is good.
It's not, I would never order this because I'm not a caramel guy, but this is good. This is better than
It's
most.
really good.
Because when I think of caramel, I usually think of like what your grandma has left over in her purse, and it's like really sticky and sticks to your teeth. And this doesn't do that at all.
No,
really.
not at all. Not
Really
stuck to my
soft.
teeth. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
The little sea salt granules like explode in your mouth when you crunch one.
And just like a perfect amount of salt too.
It's pretty salty. It kept me coming back for a second bite.
Yeah.
That's really good. I've never had a caramel that texture.
No. Yeah.
Before.
I agree. Yeah, usually they're a little bit harder to kind of sit with.
Yeah.
I keep expecting it to get stuck in my teeth, and it isn't.
No, they did a really good job with this.
Good. Well, all right, Sweet Pete. All of those hateful emails I sent to Tammy saying, I'm not going to like this.
I promise that I like it.
I take back most of them. Okay, so what do you want to try? You want to try this popcorn? Because this is a debate in the show. We have chocolate-covered popcorn. Is this candy? I think it's candy. I always thought this was candy.
It's more of a snack.
There's
It's
a lot
more,
of chocolate. I mean, it's caramel corn, I think. Is it?
No.
I think it's
Might just be
buttered.
regular. Yeah, it might be buttered
I think it's
popcorn
buttered
with chocolate
popcorn with chocolate on it.
They come in big clumps.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I got big clumps.
It might be kettle corn, actually.
Yeah, it might be kettle
Okay.
corn.
What does it say on the? Does it say?
It says chocolate-covered popcorn bites. It can mean anything.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I'll give this proto candy status. I'm not going to go full bore candy status.
I have always been on the side of chocolate-covered popcorn being candy.
Yeah,
It says medium milk popcorn, so it's milk popcorn? I don't know.
maybe like a
Milk was
medium
popcorn?
milk chocolate.
What?
Do you have if milk was popcorn?
I've always maintained that milk is popcorn. And if you'll meet me on the third floor, you'll find out.
I love popcorn though, so
Yeah, I'm not putting popcorn down.
I think this is candy, but I'm going to take a big bite
All
of
right.
the chocolate-covered popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
That popcorn.
Mm.
Oh my god, the chocolate is like so creamy,
Yeah.
and it just melts.
The complements of popcorn so perfectly.
okay. So this is buttered popcorn, or at least salted popcorn. I have never had chocolate-covered popcorn that was on savory popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always had it either on caramel or kettle corn.
this is really good.
But the saltiness, like with
Yeah.
the caramel, the saltiness with the chocolate was
really
really
good.
shocking to me. I really enjoyed that.
usually the popcorn's like stale, and the chocolate is like waxy and hard.
Yeah.
This is totally different.
It's not waxy chocolate.
No,
at all.
not at all. Really
Whoa.
good. Wow. I could eat a whole bucket of that.
The chocolate flavor isn't that dominant.
It's not. It's more of a
It's
texture.
a texture, but it adds sweetness, which tampers down the salty popcorn. I've never had anything like that. I really enjoyed
This
that.
is really good.
So what do you want to do next? Do you want to do a pecan cluster?
Let's do it.
So now we have the pecan caramel cluster. We're getting all of our caramel out of the way.
I'm still eating this popcorn.
I'll give you some more, a little bit more. But these caramel pecan clusters are
Which one are they?
this square one.
Oh, the one with a swizzle on it?
Yeah, the swizzle, the Swizzlers.
Swizzler, yeah.
These are thick.
I know.
Like these are, like I said,
is a meal.
these are tortoises
Yeah.
because they look like a chocolate covered brownie bite, but
Yeah.
because they're really thick and square.
Something about being thick in a square. Nothing's coming to me.
Something, meet me on the third floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't smell much. But
Just a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, a
it
little
smells
bit.
chocolatey.
Oh, I'm gonna have some potato bread actually.
Yeah.
Eat
Get the
all
salt
mine.
out of my mouth.
That popcorn.
Yeah.
That was really good. Okay, so you
All
want
right, let's
I'm
do
going to go
it.
for it.
This
It's
is really thick.
yeah,
Heavy, too. It's got a little weight to it.
yeah. This is ounces.
Yeah.
Here.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I chocolate is thick.
The pecan flavor is the dominant flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Chocolate it's like dark chocolate, right?
Is it? Yeah. It's when chocolate and pecans are together, it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
Because the pecan flavor is really
Yeah, all I
dominant.
taste is pecan.
But this is chock full of pecans. Like,
Yeah, they didn't skimp. It's like the filling is mostly pecan.
Yeah.
that's pretty good. But these types of candies in general are not my favorite
Yeah,
thing.
same here. It's a good turtle.
That's a good turtle.
I'm just not super into turtles.
It's really toothsome, which I like. Like you can really gnaw on this thing, and biting into it feels Like I feel like I'm biting into like a deli sandwich. Like it's so thick and layered.
I wonder how many calories this has compared to
we
like
don't
a
wanna-
Snickers.
Oh, here we go. Nutritional fact: 1 serving size, calories 140 calories in one of these things.
Taste every calorie.
Yeah, that I enjoyed it, but yeah, I'm thirsty now from that.
Yeah.
So the next thing we have are these peanut butter meltaways, which I don't really know what that means.
I mean, just by looking at it, it looks like marzipan.
It does look like marzipan, but
Maybe it's like has more moisture in it, so it's a little more solid.
yeah,
but-
I can't imagine it being as halva texture like.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely like crumbly.
See, I'm opening this up.
Oh, dude, it smells exactly like marzipan.
Does it?
It does. It smells like the Della Rosa.
Yeah.
It smells very peanutty.
Mm-hmm.
It looks much smoother though.
It
Like
does.
it wasn't like the other one is kind of gritty.
Yeah.
This one's more like
This one didn't fall apart when we opened it.
It didn't, but it's also a lot smaller.
Yeah.
it's true. It can bear the
It's
the stress of its own weight.
Structurally sound.
Yeah.
All right, let's try these
All
peanut
right.
butter meltaways. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Different texture, but
Creamy right off the bat.
yeah. Wow. That's
It's
really good.
literally melting away in my mouth.
A little square of peanut butter. It's delicious.
It's a peanut butter square.
This is a square. It's like Jif peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's not Jif peanut butter, but it's like that sweetened sort of peanut butter.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. I'm sure they make this with chocolate on it, right? If not, they need to.
They need to,
Holy
yeah.
crap.
If not, Tammy.
This will give
Tammy.
Reese's a run for its money.
That's really good.
Yeah, this tasted exactly like the inside of a less maybe gritty than the inside of a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
But that was really good.
That was delicious.
I'm glad my first instinct was to bite into it, and I'm glad I didn't do that
Yeah.
because it melted like instantaneously into my
Yeah.
mouth.
hey,
That was
Really
pretty good. But now I'm really looking forward to this, which is
Potato bread. Looking forward to it all
a
day.
quick bite of potato bread and water. Everyone stay hydrated. So this is their butter crunch, which she said is like their version of a peanut butter.
okay.
Because we've always fantasized about a perfected Butterfinger
One that doesn't get stuck in your teeth
and tastes better.
and to have better quality chocolate.
Doesn't have that wax casing to it.
Yeah.
But let's see. So these also are pretty substantial. Like the
I love that they don't have a form to them.
No,
like a,
yeah,
like a easily producible form. They're just like, here's a candy bar.
Yeah. Don't really smell anything.
It yeah, these don't really
Yeah.
smell. I can see a little piece fell off though, and I can see the peanut butter, the Butterfinger inside if
Yeah.
you look at the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
I'm gonna bite it.
All right,
All
let's
right.
do it.
Mm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So not
It's
as
so soft.
crunchy,
No,
not as crispity.
that's funny.
It's not as peanut buttery though.
It isn't.
Still,
It's so soft.
Mhm.
It's almost a different.
It's almost I feel like comparing it to Butterfinger kind of holds it back.
yeah.
Yeah, it
agree.
doesn't. It's a similar maybe technology. Like the tune is the same,
Yeah.
but it's not at all the same song. I don't know. I've never heard of music before. Does that make sense? It's a metaphor. But yeah, this is very.
It's very rich.
Mhm.
Wow.
I almost wish that the melt away flavor was more in that.
I know. We want that melt away
That
covered in
melt away.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this chocolate is really creamy.
It was so fluffy. Like all
Yeah.
of these things are very light and fluffy because it's maybe a little bit is getting stuck in my teeth, but that denseness of a brand name peanut Butterfinger
Yeah.
is what gets it so stuck in your teeth. So that's not happening here.
Yeah.
It was more wafery.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to put it. It's got more wafery, really soft, really airy.
It was satisfying to eat. Like both like the peanut butter clusters and this were texture wise a lot of fun.
I'm a
Yeah.
better person after having eaten that.
I think I'm ready to love my wife again now that I've eaten these. So, okay, so how should we?
Yeah. I was going to say, do we.
I think we should rate the sea salt caramel because that's their signature, and then we pick what our favorite of the other stuff was and rate that.
Okay.
So-
So rate the caramel, rate our favorite.
Yeah, so we're going to rate out of 0 to 5 cavities, 5 being the greatest. We're going to write down so we don't influence each other's ideas. We're going to rate the candy.
Rate that candy.
This is a tough one because they gave it to us for free.
Integrity, Daniel.
Am I ready to bite the hand that feeds me?
All right.
See, the trouble I'm having right now is picking what my favorite one was.
That one was really hard for
Yeah.
me too.
Because it's I know it's definitely down to 2 for me, but they're both very different,
Yeah.
and one of them people don't consider to be candy.
That's okay. I'm right there with you, Daniel.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I can go first.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go first.
All right. Sea salt caramels, I thought were wonderful, super chewy.
This is right up your alley. These sea salt caramels.
It's chewy. It's got such a sweet taste to it. It didn't like break my teeth eating it. It was really malleable, like you said, really malleable. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Wow.
I was really impressed by that.
Wow.
I mean, she said we don't have to hold any punches, Greg.
She did say she bought one of the opinions, and who knows who it is? Could be anyone. Yeah, any one of us.
Two truths and a lie review edition.
But my favorite was the peanut melt-away, like another chewy. We had De La Rosa, so I had something immediate to compare it to. But it was really good. That thing really knocked me on my butt.
Yeah. And your butt is quite substantial.
Yeah, it's mostly marshmallow.
But what's fun about the peanut butter meltaways is that it's also an experience. Like it's like pop rocks.
Yes.
Because it tastes really good, but it melting on your tongue was a
treat.
I mean, I know the thrills that Woodrow Wilson had in that house are nothing compared to this, I would say.
What did you give the peanut butter meltaway?
I'd probably also give that a 4.
Wow.
I think, I was really... Sweet Pete's has a fan in California now. I don't know if he did before, but he does now.
Yeah.
This place is really good. I'm curious to see their entire setup in this candy mansion, but just talking about the candy alone, like I didn't taste a bad candy in this sample.
No.
Nothing that was like, not my thing. Like that's all up my alley.
And for me to say that when I just ate a chunk of caramel is surprising.
Yeah.
I think all of them were really good candies. And I'm not a big chocolate guy, but I was happy with each and every one of them.
But you're a caramel guy.
I am a caramel guy. So my issue with this caramel is that it was leaning more towards butterscotch.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a little too butterscotchy for me, but the texture, the pillowiness was amazing. I gave it a 2.75.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
It was only that if it was like more true caramel, perhaps I would have liked it more.
I think if it was true caramel, it would border into sticky territory there where it becomes like,
I think what I'm liking about it is that it's more butterscotchy, but then again, I don't really like either of those things.
Yeah.
It takes us back to our old argument of you need to grow up. You just need to grow up.
An argument you will never win.
As far as my favorite one, it was really, really hard. It was between the peanut butter meltaway and the popcorn.
Oh, the popcorn is really good.
Popcorn was like, without the chocolate, that popcorn was amazing.
Is buttered popcorn candy?
I don't use this to describe food or snacks a lot, but it was a revelation.
Yeah, it was.
Of like, can it always be this good?
It changed it. It changed what my belief of butter or candy popcorn is.
Yeah.
And that chocolate, that it wasn't so much of a flavor as it was a texture.
Yeah.
And it really, really worked. And
Yeah, I
it was
agree.
the perfect amount of salty buttery. I love that. But
Ooh.
oh my God, this was an experience.
Yeah.
The melt away. It's like a peanut butter tablet that takes you places and you love it.
Say the third floor.
Yeah, this is the third floor in a wrapper right here.
This peanut butter toffee is standing on the corner, lips all made up.
Yeah.
If this honestly should be their signature. This was like
They can put that on the display windows out front under a red light. That's it.
we would come running. This was I never had anything.
Throwing our wedding rings in the air.
I've never had anything like this. This was like
I agree.
marzipan perfected.
Yeah.
I give it a 4.2.
Wow.
This was
Strong
amazing.
contender. Yeah.
Okay, so the caramel, like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of butterscotch, which just was sort of the blending of the two. Though it was still good, but it was all the goodness of it for me was all the texture of it, because that fluffing. It's almost like it was like a soft jerky.
Okay.
Like it was easy to pull apart, but it wasn't sticky or melty. I gave it a 1.75 just because I'm not a huge fan of that thing.
Sure.
But it wasn't bad at all. But for the other stuff, I was also torn between the meltaway and the popcorn. And I really had to think of what would I want to sit there and eat all of this container. And it was the popcorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to pick the popcorn as my favorite. And you talk about revelation of the popcorn. The revelation for me was having salted popcorn as the chocolate covered popcorn.
Yeah.
Because
it worked.
Yeah, like when you get like a milkshake or something, you got to get French fries with it because you drink half of a milkshake, you're going to feel sick. But if you eat a French fry, you can have a whole milkshake.
Yeah, it'll soak up the sick.
You'll feel absolutely fine.
No problems at all.
So that saltiness keeps you coming back for the sweetness of the chocolate. And I also gave it a 4. I thought it was really good because I have, let's just say their name, Popcornopolis, which I really like, but they do, their chocolate covered stuff is caramel corn covered in chocolate, and that kind of gets stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
But this, like honestly, I could eat a pound of this.
I can eat the what is known as an embarrassing amount.
What is known as a stomach pumps full of this chocolate covered popcorn.
Sweet Pete's would be ashamed of how much they sold me that I ate all of it. Yeah.
Sweet Pete would have to turn into Talking Down Pete because I can't have any more of this.
Oh yeah, I will be buying more of the popcorn.
Yes.
I will be buying more of those peanut butter meltaways, and I have to know what their gummy bears taste like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, because that's my territory.
They're wearing clothes. That's how nice the gummy bears are.
Yeah, I gotta dress up.
So, yeah, you gotta
take
dress
them to the third floor.
You work here often? He's talking to a bulk bin of gummy bears, giving the old Jacksonville hello.
Yep.
So thank you to Tammy for sending
thank
out
you,
Sweet
Tammy.
Pete's. This was
Amazing job.
Yeah.
a strong first opening for Confection Connection. We still don't have a name for these episodes, so I'll insert that in. But if you, the listener, have a local candy store you think we should try, let us know in a review on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, let us know.
Which is also where you can listen to our regular episodes if you're coming here just for Sweet Pete's. Or you can just email us, candyisdandypodcast.com.
That's fun too, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the same. The world doesn't see it when you email it.
Yeah. I gotta go and I gotta post it online.
Yeah, now I have to post your personal information on Instagram so that everyone sees you complimented us. So yeah, strong showing from Sweet Pete's. Thank you, 2008 recession, for leading us down the path that led to Sweet Pete's. So enjoy this bonus episode called Confection Connection. What a good title we came up with.
So good.
We really figured it out.
Yeah.
And we came up with it before we recorded the episode too.
Yeah,
That was
for sure.
really impressive.
Yeah, and the audio quality sounds exactly the same of when I say the name of this episode. When I say Confection Connection. It's just like a crumble. It's like it's like like a ghost recording. So yeah, we'll see you for a regular episode in a week or so. And that's been Candy is Dandy.
Bye.
Bye.
A great way as we end every episode. Bye.
Bye.